Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Today you join me as I'm off out on a Cars Bought for More mission. Josh is off on holiday at the moment in Greece, how dare he. So I two the truck today and I'm off down to sort of Devon way, Exeter-ish, to buy a couple of cars from a subscriber. Two very nice cars actually, so I'm looking forward to getting them checked out on the truck, back home, on the forecourt, and hopefully a good deal for our customer and a good deal for us. So it's about an hour away. I've been mucking around with Jordan's car in the background there, which he crashed. There may or may not be a video of that, depending on how our footage came out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on the road and getting this job done. We got two really nice cars to buy from a subscriber. Really nice chap, Jonathan. He's got in touch, said he's got a Golf Cabriolet and a Mercedes GLE. Were we interested? We went back and forth a little bit while we were talking about figuring out a price between us that worked for both of us. We finally reached that. Jonathan's taken off his private number plates, and because Josh is off this week on his holidays, I am driving the truck down there. So it'd be nice to actually get out of the building, meet the customer, and yeah, he even said bring your camera, he might be a film star. So I thought, why not? I'll take the camera. We'll film this, give you a little bit of an insight into a Cars Bought for More job, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I've got about an hour to go, so I'll see you when we get there. Right, so I've just arrived with our customer. Very friendly chap, Jonathan. He's got a lovely spot here. It's unsurprising because they're two nice cars as well. Nice low mileage Volkswagen and a Mercedes. So I'm just going to take the Volkswagen Cabriolet out for a quick spin. I happen to know there's a little sort of half-mile loop I can take, because I just did it with the truck. Spin the camera around because look at this for a driveway. This is sort of driveway envy territory. Well, I can feel that the aircon is working very well. You can tell this is a low mileage car. Just under 29,000 on this. You can kind of tell. It just feels nice and rigid, firm, as you'd expect. Brakes feel excellent. Well, no weird steering issues. I'll pull over before we get back and I'll just do the roof as well. Of course, we've done all our HPI checks and whatever. Not Car Vertical because they broke up with me, so I didn't get back to their emails quick enough. But controversially, I'm going to say it, Car Vertical, quite expensive really. Motor Check would have been my choice. Cheaper and still also offer you, you know, pictures if it's been through an auction, etc., that sort of thing, as you probably would have seen. If you haven't seen, for an example, check out my Subaru, what did I have? Subaru Legacy, that was a category D, and that had the pictures, for about a third of the price of a Car Vertical check. Motorcheck.co.uk is actually very decent. So I'm not going far, I just want to get an idea. Stop on the lovely driveway here, and then I'll figure out exactly how the roof goes down on one of these. What's it going to be? Okay, so that's center console. Oh, handbrake needs to be on. Oh, there could be... pressing it the wrong way. It's quite nice and quick actually, that. It's all happy. No issues there. Pressing it the wrong way again. Check the radio, put the heated seats on. Get a copyright strike. Alright. Let's have a quick look around the bodywork. Let me pull it back up. But fairly happy with that. So that was the Golf. Drives incredibly well. Really nice example. You can tell that Jonathan, who is our customer today, has obviously well and truly looked after both of these cars. And yeah, so you said you're just kind of consolidating two cars into one. That's right, yeah. So fed up with walking around two cars, cleaning them and insuring them, and yeah, we were just discussing the fact that there's the trees here. Beautiful spot. I got sort of driveway envy. Coming in through the driveway, it's so like nice, picturesque. Yes, it is. Yes, it's an old farmyard that's been converted into dwellings. So yeah. So but they're lovely trees, but they tend to drop everything on them all year round. So not so great for keeping your car clean, especially if you appreciate a clean car. It can be a lot of hard work. Correct. Yes. But yeah, the Golf seems absolutely lovely. I can't find anything wrong. You can tell so I always say, you can tell when you've got a low mileage car. You can just tell they drive. It's tight. Drive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It feels, although, it's a 13 plate. You can see it feels like new. Almost. Yeah. It's a bit of a cliche, but it's how it is. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to say, to be honest, both of these probably are not my normal sort of stock, as you probably would tell. Yeah. It's stuff that I like to keep, but for some reason, I think we've got like a car supermarket just up the road from us. So this sort of low mileage, later year stuff is their bread and butter, and someone can walk around and see like 300 in one place. So we can keep maybe 50 at a push at our place. But I would love to keep this sort of stuff. So we're going to at least give it a go. We can maybe attract people in. You never know. Yeah, I mean everything's online now, isn't it? So people can look it up and find it, and this video might even help. You never know. But yeah, it's not our usual sort of stuff. I wouldn't normally have. But you reached out. You said you got two cars for me. Yeah. You're a subscriber, so you boosted my ego. Yes. Which is a big tick straight from the get-go. And I thought, well, excellent. It's a nice trip down to Devon as well. So. And two for one. Two for one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we just about came to a deal we're both happy with. I think so. So yeah, it worked out well, and I'm looking forward to getting them on, and I'll probably try and do like a little review of them, because again, like I say, it's not stuff that I would normally have in stock. So take the Merc out next, and yeah, then we'll kind of have a look at that one when you get back. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. All right, see you shortly. I'll make you a copy when you get back. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah. What a lovely thing this is. Leather everywhere. It's got black ash woodwork trims. You feel like you're in a fighter jet here. It's kind of reminiscent of looking in an AMG GT or something. These really nice, I'll try and put some shots here of the vents, all the switches, the switchgear in this kind of knurled look that looks like it could be out of a Bentley or something. Yeah, this is lovely. I see our heated seat controls are on the door there. I'm going to have to be very careful to not let Sophie, my other half, see this car, because it's a Mercedes, it's white, it's a 4x4. It's like the trifecta as far as she's concerned. I don't blame her, really. It is a lovely thing. It's telling us to change key batteries, but that's not the end of the world. We keep a stock of those. Just trying to remind myself. 53,500 miles on this one. Smooth as silk. What a nice place to be in here. The seats are properly comfortable, and I like that the door pockets have got space for about 5 bottles if you wanted it, of water, not wine. Got the dual panoramic roof, which looks like it's got motorised shades. Try that in just a second. Everyone back at the garage is going to be all over this like flies on you know what. Steph would be happy, there's not going to be much work to do on this. That's our front parking sensors going off. It's interesting to see this sort of age. What I'm going to do is we've got a dear old chap in front of us who I've driven past. He's got his little sausage dog and I've gone past him 4 or 5 times today, including with the trailer twice. And he's just out trying to walk his dog. So I feel like I'm being a right nuisance and interrupting his quiet village life. So I'm going to go back round the other way. And knowing my luck, I'll bump into him again, but hey ho. Try not to bump into anything now, that would be disastrous. Yeah, my backside is getting lovely and toasty and warm now, so those heated seats are definitely working. Do our power fold mirrors work? Yes, they do. Let's figure out which of these was the blind then. Oh, it'll be this switch here. So that's our front one. We've got 2 switches or... Oh, so it has done both. It has done both together. It just does one first, then the other, maybe. There we go. I think there's 2 different ways to use the switch. Clearly, I'm not posh enough to really know. I really love the infotainment controls in the centre as well. It looks like something out of the Star Trek Enterprise. I know exactly what's going to happen now. I expect that old chap was heading down the driveway. Oh no, he's off to the church. Bless his cons. Happy chap. Right, I'll try and reverse park this one. I didn't reverse park the other one because as I was spinning around, I almost crashed into the customer's other half, which we do not want to do. Of course, we've got all this camera technology here, which I wasn't even paying attention to. Look at that, the 3D parking system. How cool is that? I like that a lot.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's very nice that.
It's got lots of little bits on it. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it's nice inside, all the switches and switch gear and everything. It's,
yeah. And the tailgate is a...
Oh, was it the whole foot underneath type jobby?
I like that. I don't know. Keys,
Shows how often you use it.
I never use it.
So maybe I need to unlock it first, perhaps, or... There we are.
So that's one. And also you do it on there as well.
Yeah. And Jonathan tells me we've got every bit of original bit of kit and everything in here, which is such a bonus when you're selling a kind of nice, low mileage, nice car like this.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, it's a good, it's a nice drive.
Yeah.
Everything's there. You can fold the seats down inside here, just pressing buttons.
I'm sure there's buttons to play with for days and days.
There is.
Yeah.
There's a bit getting used to, but it's all there.
Lovely. Okay. Well, I'm very happy. They're perfectly as described, which is always very nice when that happens. So you ought to cross your palm with some gold,
That
and
sounds wonderful.
then we'll think about getting loaded up and
Get on your way.
I'll take you up on that cup of tea though.
It's on. It's your tea or coffee?
Tea, if that's all
How
right.
would you like it?
Milk with 2, please.
Milk and 2.
Thank you very much. So as per usual, I'm just waiting on the Santander code to come through so that I can actually send the payment to Jonathan. So I haven't got the best of signal around here for text message, but luckily I've been made a very nice cup of tea. It's got to come through sometime soon, so fingers crossed. Right, so yeah, there were your copies. We've just gone through the whole process of having to deal with Santander again, which is the bane of my life, but we got there in the end, and Thank you for being so patient.
No problem at all.
I was saying it's good that they do it.
Yeah.
When you've got very nice understanding people like yourselves who maybe a nice cup of tea and everything. But when you've got people who are like, yeah, I've got to go now. It was X, Y, or Z time. It's not as convenient. But you were telling me earlier about your kind of car and work history.
Well, yes, that's right. I'm a carpenter at the moment, but before that, another life, I was into body work, and I had a body shop in a small village in Oxfordshire called Ulm, and I started that in 1988. It was an empty workshop, and I turned it into a body shop, and kicked off from there. And within a few years, we'd got quite successful. We'd had an approval from TVR and Lotus to repair their cars, as well as Toyota. But during the course, I was there for about 25 years, nearly 25 years, and built up quite a good reputation. I was introduced to TWR Design. In those days, they were a design house for Aston Martin and Ford, and fortunate to get involved with the designing of the Aston Martin DB7, which was headed by Ian Cullum, who went on to design a lot for Jaguar, F-Type, such like.
Just a big history of designing horrendously ugly cars.
I don't know if you remember when you were kids, when you used to do the Airfix models, you used to have those transfers.
Yeah.
You used to soak them in water and then sort of smooth them onto the wings of the airplanes.
Yeah.
Instead of your whatever. Well, it's the same with clay.
Okay.
I paint these massive sheets of paper, which is called Dynoc.
Right.
And then they take it back and they put it into a bath and they pull the backing off, and then they've got a sheet of colour which they stretch over the clay mould and take it and cut out the windows and the door handles and all the sorts.
A bit like doing kind of like gold gilding, but in all different colours.
But the thing is, with the clay, because it's so expensive, if it's wrong, they can take off the paint and they're back to clay again.
That's incredible to go from bodywork to.
And of course, then once it then goes into a hard model, then we got involved with the actual bodywork stuff and colours. And along the way, I've managed to also get involved in with the gang at Top Gear.
You were saying, which stroked my ego even more. That if you're working with Top Gear and you're still interested in the rubbish that I put out, I said,
no. It's all very interesting. Once you're in the motor trade, you tend to, even though you retire, you never retire.
Yeah.
But I was in the background with the fabrication work. Never really got involved in anything on the front of the camera. It was all in the background. Yeah. So all the cars you saw that were on film that were chopped about or coloured or whatever, we were in the background.
You weren't responsible for the sort of chopped up.
Handing them all the stuff, and they would take it on. We'd give them the advice, and then look like they were professionals, but it was all done in the background.
Sounds pretty interesting. This doesn't sound like a bad career to me. It sounds just like having fun.
It was
getting paid for it. Yeah.
Yes, it was good fun. So apart from that, so there was a little time. There was a bit we did with Formula One. That was Arrows. Which was at TWR again up in Neafield in Oxfordshire. It was just colours for the show cars and stuff like that. For the press day. And
And how are you finding the carpentry in comparison now?
It's similar.
Really?
Tolerances, gaps and things like that.
Yeah. And rewarding seeing it at the end of it.
I get told to stop making it perfect because it's not a car. It's a piece. It's a kitchen or something. But it's similar.
Well, thank you very much for using us. And
thank you. And enjoy watching them from here.
Yeah. Well, we'll
keep watching.
Yeah. Well, we're making a video out of this, and then we'll might do ones on the cars afterwards. 'Cause like I say, it's not often I've got such nice cars really in stock.
It'd be great. Yes, to see them on the front. But good, whoever gets them will have nice cars, nice stock.
Yeah. We'll get loaded, and I'll try and get back on the road and avoid all the traffic that I saw
on the way down.
On the way down, I'm hoping by now it will have cleared, but we will soon see. Well, thank you very much. Pleasure dealing with you.
Yes.
And I'll hold you to that TT when it comes up.
I'll get it. Yes, I just spoke to my son, and he said that when he's ready to sell it.
Let me know the details.
He's living in the village, the next village up. So he moves in next month. So he's going to get rid of it because it doesn't suit this area.
No, I can imagine that. It's not the most forgiving, is it? But there we are.
Good.
Excellent.
All right, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and click on this video.
I had to give him an extra £1,000 for that. So what lovely people. That's one of the big benefits, I guess, of cars bought for more versus me going to auctions or anything like that. It's just, you also get to meet really nice people, but you get to get the background of the car. And when it comes to selling them, then you can give the background. You can say, I literally sat down with the previous owner and had a cup of tea while we sorted out payment and learned a little bit about them. You know, I can tell you about the chap and why he's so particular about wanting to keep his cars nice. So yeah, it's nice to get out the building, see customers, make some connections. But I gotta say, I'm not enjoying these lanes so much with the truck and the trailer loaded up. The truck's handling it really well, but it's just when you come head on with someone who's doing about 90 miles an hour, and it's not quite as easy for me to just slam the brakes on. And the other downside to all the lanes, which seem to go on forever and ever, is that my fuel gauge is now reading 0. It was on 50 when we arrived with John. You know, when fuel gauges hit that point where it says, oh, you got 50 miles left, and when you drop under 50 miles, there's no 49, it just goes to 0. So I am hoping and praying that we make it the 12 miles to the nearest SO. Or it happens to be an SO, which is convenient because that's who we have our fuel card with. Just the nearest fuel station. We're 17 miles from this chap's house, so I'm feeling the nerves a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to concentrate on getting there, getting out of these lanes, getting some fuel in this truck, and I'll catch up with you when we're back on the motorway. Right, so that's me back down the farm. I thought I'd come down here. I can unload the GLC, drive that home, take that to work tomorrow, get someone else to pick up this truck, because I spent pretty much all day in this truck today, having picked up Jordan, who crashed his car earlier. Whether there'll be a video of that out or not, I don't know. And then going and picking up these 2 cars from John down in Devon. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. A bit of a different one, I suppose, for me. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. If they are happening, it'll probably be Josh who's going off and you know, checking the cars over and doing the driving and whatever. But I can always do look around, and yeah, I will try and do follow-up videos on these 2 cars. If they don't sell first, you never know. But as I say, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. As John says, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.